Gugiar, who are just behind. Now, what can Lushenko do when the road really kicks up? He's settling himself into a rhythm right now, and you'd expect that. And no surprise to see Kudus trying to shake out Gugiar. If he takes Gugiar to the line, then I'm afraid it will be Gugiar that has the faster finish. Kudus decides to stretch his legs, and Gugiar starts to fade, the bigger man. Merhawi Kudus then. Now he's got a time trial, the time trial of his life on this climb. If he's going to make it, his target is up the road, Alexei Lushenko. And here he goes, digging in. Well, he's a little guy, packs a lot, big punch when it comes to an incline such as this. But is it too much? I believe it probably fried by...
Go into that suffering mode and just go for it and see what you can do. But he looks good, looks to be turning, you know, the pedals quite a good pace for the moment. And Kudus, we can...
Beneath the two-quarry, we will see. Looks... And it...
Lushenko, final. Lushenko still walking away very well. Still sitting in the saddle, but some riders can be, you know, real powerful doing that. And Lushenko, you know, we've seen him in the past.
Remaining ahead of him, such as the Eritrean, and a real sheer face it will appear to be. Here comes Merhawi Kudus. Now watch the clock at the moment. Lushenko's still got an advantage. It bounces off 45. Now is it going to go the way of the Eritrean? The clock, 43 seconds then, 42. That will start to tick down, and it's to a launch potentially of Kudus, and he's got to really dig in right now. Likewise, you could say the same thing for this man who's clawing his way up the mountain, almost
right climber, and they do that
in about this, so it can separate the top still here. 45 seconds, and it looks like it's Kudus that's gone pop here. Oh my goodness, Lushenko has ground his way in. Well, and the clock starts to bounce back the other way, and it's going second by second, which suggests the clock is trying to struggle to find a reading, and it swings back towards Kudus. Don't trust the clock then, is the answer. It sets at 34. We'll see what it is at the end. Toughest section he's been through right now, but he's still got a lot to do. There's the Flamme Rouge. He's got 800 metres short of hurt before it flattens out. Can he deliver? It looks like he will.
Yes, it looks very much he can. The advantage of Lushenko, but he's holding off, and 37 seconds at the moment. It has to be enough to go all the way for the Katusha, for the Astana rider.
Here comes Kudus, closing the gap, but I'm afraid it looks all too late. 36 seconds looks like a cushion to round past the swimming pool complex by the looks of things. He'll be jumping in that for joy a little bit later on. Brave effort by Merhawi Kudus, but just leaving it a little bit too late. The timing was wrong. He had passenger there as well with Alexis Gugiar. He tried to shake him out, but maybe should have gone earlier. But it's going to be Kazakhstan and Astana, I'm afraid, struggling even now
on this climb. And
section. He's got a big heart, but I'm afraid he hasn't got what it takes to deliver the kill blow. Not today, but he came close.
Yes, he did. Well, he gave it a good effort, and he immediately, you know, started to push on when it kicked up. He had to go for this man because a bit fundamental was.
Well, and well done to him. What a brave effort it was, firstly to get into the break, and then to have the guts to go out and shake off all opposition from some very high quality riders who probably on 14, 16, 17 seconds. This is the gap back down to Merhawi Kudus. Little bit of a lack of timing perhaps from him, but you never know how Lushenko would have responded. He was able to tempo up the climb, realised that the game was just ahead for Chris Froome potentially to use as well. Just take him on.
Yes, well, I think on a climb like this you have to, you know.
It's quite hard to be in the breakaway right after the start. So yeah, last climb around 16 average, so it was quite steep and hard because when I was riding almost 4 hours in the wind. So especially for me, to catch free for guys in the front. So yeah, super hard and tough race.
Did you expect such a big difference with the peloton today?
Yeah, it is quite hard to say because in the peloton race, most of the race was headwind. So when you are in the bunch, just for the front guys, but rest of the group was like quite relaxed. So for us, it's quite hard. Luckily, we are around a lot of guys we present in the breakaway. So unfortunately, the goal was for stage. So there are a lot of attacking before second climb, out of categorized climb. So this was super hard for me, especially was not steep enough for me. So just to follow like Movistar and Katusha, there are two riders. So they are playing with two. When I follow the other guy and the other guy is gonna attack. So yeah, I was super happy with the amazing team support to be in the break. They helped me a lot in the beginning to present. So yeah, luckily, even I'm really happy with second place. Still a lot of opportunity for the next. So yeah, I'm really happy.